haven't done a video in a while, so I decided to let me just come on and make one to talk about why, well, two things, but one is why I'm an antinatalist. Just to touch the surface and a few big points. We are living on a planet that's just not okay. So when we bring another human being, when we make the decision, because some people clearly do not think it, but it's a decision, and it's a lifelong decision to decide to bring another human being and to bring him into existence to just endure suffering, to endure things that they didn't ask for. They didn't ask to come here and endure suffering and pain and all that. We decided for them, hey, you're going to live this life and you're probably probably go through some hardships. But they didn't ask for it. Like, I didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to go through all the hardships I've gone through. But that's just like one minor thing. But still, I personally think, in my opinion, that it is selfish. It is selfish to bring a human being when there are so many individuals, so many babies and kids in the foster care system that need loving parents, loving guardians to care for them, to give them shelter, to give them comfortability, to extend whatever they have to give to. If you have that loving heart and care for somebody that you're willing to give to others, why not to somebody that's already here existing, right? Instead, you make the decision and choice to bring another being, to expose them, to let them come and experience a life they probably did not want in the first place. And I know that's a lot, and that's probably, I could get way deeper into that, but yeah, I mean, we live in a planet that's almost not sustainable. I mean, I live in the U.S., but U.S. of A., but there are countries that are even more tiresome. There are wildfires happening all the time. We're being poisoned by the food we eat, by the air, by the water, by the chemicals we put on our skins when we brush our teeth, when we shower. There are so many ways. I could list so many on and on things that we as a people are already being exposed to, and we choose to do this to ourselves. But then to bring a vulnerable baby and allow this baby to be exposed to the amount of chemicals and toxins, because good God, let me not even go into this healthcare system and hospitals and how much bad stuff is in there. I mean, practically everything, and I think I talked about this another day, everything is single use and plastic is harmful. You can do your own research. If you don't believe me, you can do your research about why I'm saying our food is toxic. Our food has toxins. Water is poisoning us. Like, everything in the air. And again, you can go into your own black hole of research, your own rabbit hole research on this. But I'm not talking out of I have read about this and not to go all doom and gloom, but this is reality. We can't live in Delulu land. We can't be delusional about what's really happening out there, right? We have to stay in reality and understand and comprehend and be aware. And so I think it's selfish to make a decision to bring a being to this kind of toxic planet environment, right? So that's just to touch a little bit of why. I haven't always been an antinatalist. Like, I have a kid myself, but my views changed maybe 5-6 years ago on this. And again, I can go into the many other reasons, but to just name a few tonight, I just scratching the surface about why. But I'm not a child hater. I don't hate kids. I just want what's best. And we don't ask to come into existence. So to put another human being, throw them into this type of life is not cool, and it's selfish, because again, as I said, so many other kids, so many people are in dire need of homes. So adoption and foster are an option if you are truly wanting to live, to create life or have a family or what have you. On to the next topic, and I can go on and on about this, but I will go to why my channel exists, I guess, to help bring the message of living vegan, being a more compassionate individual, to live your life according to your morals and your ethics. Because I wasn't born vegan, but I made the connection that animals are not ours. They're not here for solely all our purpose, for our necessity, for any reason at all. They're here with us to exist on this realm with us, not to be used or abused or neglected or simply abandoned. And so, yeah, if you haven't yet, please, I encourage you to explore this way of living. It's not a diet. I've said this many times, but it's not a diet. It's a way of existing where we can live with animals as our brothers, sisters, animal companions. They're not resources, they're not food, they're not things we can experiment on, and they're not skins we can wear. They have their own individual lives and personalities that they deserve to have. So please make the connection, live vegan. And I'll end this here now. If you've watched to the end, thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. Please like, comment. I know I haven't been very consistent on this channel, but I will try my absolute best to do so coming forward. So peace, love, vegan.